Chapter 17. Sudden realization. Misha was also playing along with Daksh's forward actions. She felt his warmth and affection even with her closed eyes. She also noticed how carefully he placed his body over her without straining her at all. This tiny gesture somehow made her believe that he is someone whom she can trust with all of herself. The moment felt so magical that they both almost forgot about everything else. It felt like the whole world as nothing compared to the enchanting excitement and their feelings for each other. It was as if they were the world for each other. Their lips were about to crash when Misha opened her eyes abruptly and banged her head with full force against Daksha's head. It was the sudden realization that hit Misha, spoiling their loving moment with each other. Grandpa's words went through her mind all of a sudden, where he told her that she was already engaged and her husband-to-be has already been chosen. She was stunned at her audacity to even think about kissing someone other than her life partner. However, she has not decided to be with her parents' choice yet, but still she did not want to betray her would-be future spouse, in case she and that person decide to get married in the future as per their parents' agreement. She felt guilty about her momentary thought of kissing someone else, knowing all too well that she is already engaged at the time. Also, the one she was going to kiss had no idea of her being engaged to someone else, so the guilt felt even more heavier for her to continue the act. In this particular department, she is way too old school. She don't despise the idea of having consented intimacy, but the parties involved must be single. It is one of her rules, and it is when she has never had any romantic relationship till the date. She has already banged her head with his head, and obviously that was unexpected for him. She herself was not sure why she had to bang her head with his, and why couldn't she just said to stop the act. But maybe she had kissed him passionately if it were not for the violent impact. The impact was so powerful that they were instantly separated and both stood up from the bed swiftly. If Daksha's feelings can be described in words at this moment, then it would be like he was on seventh cloud earlier by the mere situation he was in with Misha, and now has been thrown from right there to earth without any parachute or warning. What the hell, Misha? What do you think you are doing? Daksh asked, agitated. He couldn't believe he was enjoying one of the best moments of his life earlier, but it was thus short-lived. What am I doing? What do you think you were going to do there? Misha said, pointing to bed. Daksha's cheeks were red now, and so were Misha's. Both realized simultaneously what they were going to do was the fault of both, and not only one of them, but Daksh felt Misha's embarrassed gaze and countered the situation with taking the blame on himself. Daksh sighed and said, I was just joking, Misha. You don't really think I am interested in you, do you? After completion of his sentence, he felt instant regret, as he now himself has blocked the thin chances of Misha noticing his hints. Yes, he likes her with all his heart. She is the definition of love for him, as even her flaws makes him desire her more. Though he did not ask her to step in his world at first place, but now that she did, he is unable to imagine his future without her being by his side. However, Misha is unaware of this fact. Daksh was busy in his thought land, whereas Misha somehow felt like it was a blow to her pride, since she obviously thought that he is also interested in her, and now he has declared that he is not interested in her. Why? Am I not beautiful enough for him? Misha thought to herself. The awkward situation soon eased as Misha was back to her bickering mode with Daksh. What? Why would I? I obviously know that we are best friends, and cracking casual jokes is funny at times. That is why I played along earlier, and in the end I banged your head. So I win this round. Okay, you win this round, but now you will have to use ice pack on my head to heal it, as it is your fault, Daksh said. Why? Why is it my fault when it is you who started it? She retorted. You called me cry baby first, so it is your fault, okay. You cried and whined like a baby to even get the first aid for your wounds, so you deserve the title of crybaby, Mr. Crybaby. Misha said while teasing him again and forgetting that it was the trigger that made the earlier dangerous situation appear between them. You sure you want to call me that? I don't mind though, if you are ready to crack the same joke once again. Should I help you? Daksh completes his sentence and Misha turns red again, but this time she composes herself quickly and says, okay, enough with this. Tell me, what is my dessert bribe for tolerating the medication earlier? Daksh smiles and says, What about almond shake? Misha successfully changed the topic and now was expecting the sweet taste of shake. I am in. Go for it, she says excitedly. Okay, wait for a moment, I'll bring 3 for both of us. 3? Why 3? We are only 2 here. Don't act like you don't know. 1 is for me and 2 for you, so that you will not steal mine after having yours. Misha smiled at him and said nothing since she knew he was right, but she smirks as she is still going to steal some of his almond shake. She has sweet tooth since childhood, but when she takes what he is having, she feels the taste becoming more delicious and mouth-watering for some odd reason. Daksh also replied with his perfect smile and knew what she was smirking at.